Hello dear friends, my name is Solomon. Today in this video we are going to speak about the build a hole push season. And in the previous season in March, one of my viewers with the nickname Ama hit top 1 in the world in the build a hole league. And today in this video I want to share with you his replays, and I want to show you which army composition he was using while pushing to the top 1 in the world in build a hole. Let's go. Okay guys, so we're starting with the first replay, and you see that the main army are baby dragons with cart or cannon in siege mode, and also copter as the main hero. Now you see that instead of the cart, all baby dragons were chosen, and this small change is usually made when you are checking the base, because sometimes you can use a cart or the cannon, the siege cannon, or sometimes you can switch to baby dragons depending on the base layout. Sometimes it's more useful to use siege cards, sometimes baby dragons, and so on. The copter is a good addition to the baby dragons because the main army is air mode army. That's why you don't want to use ground hero. Copter can tank in front of the baby dragons and also help to clear all the defenses. Besides, it doesn't take damage from the ground defenses like now. There is no air defenses in the base left, and that's why copter with baby dragon are taking down everything pretty easily, and they can move to the second half of the attack, because builder hole attacks are divided into two parts. And here we see that the second part of the base is mainly defended by the air defenses and also some cannons. So two types of defenses on the second half of the attack. Copter as a beginning, clearing some buildings on the top of the base, and also we have 3 baby dragons which we can send when buildings are cleared on the bottom. And here you see that basically for this attack siege cannon is very useful, because there are not much defenses that can target this cannon in the siege mode due to their short range. And the top of the base, which could take down the cart, was quickly taken down by the baby dragons with the copter mode hero. And that's it. This is the second half. You see how many troops left actually, and it looks very easy, but actually I'm sure that it's not that easy as it looks like, as this is the top 1 player in the builder hall for the last season, and we need to understand that all these movements are made very carefully, and each cell is important because we need to make sure that all of our troops are not taken down, so we can still get 200%. Next replay, and here again we see 1 siege card and baby dragons, and on this half of the base we also see the Mega Tesla or the Giga Tesla. I don't very familiar with the names of the defenses in the builder hall, because I don't push trophies in this part of the game, but nevertheless I have some practice, and most of the names I still know, but I can make mistakes, sorry for that. So we see that the air bombs are on this part, also the Giga Tesla, and some of the archer towers, which means that again on the second half we will see all the air defenses and all the crushers or something like that. I don't actually remember the name. If I make some mistakes, please write in the comment section which are the correct names. So again you see that the card is helping on top, but we need to be very careful, because it should not get in front of the defenses which can target it. And actually this card took some damage because of 1 shot of the mortar, but nevertheless everything is already cleared, and we can take some time to clear all non-defensive buildings. But I think card could help to speed up the process. But actually, I didn't understand at first. actually we don't need to speed up the process, because while the copter is flying, it gains his ability, and when ability is activated, copter gets more health. So we need to wait to get more healing for the hero. And here, as I said, we see all the air defenses on this half of the base, together with these ground crushers, if I'm not mistaken with the name. And again, we see how useful the siege card for this part of the base, because there are not much defenses that can target this card because of the short range, and that's why this card is the MVP in this half of the attack. Actually, if we combine both parts of the attack, copter probably would be the MVP in total, but for exactly this part, card is very powerful because of its long range. And it's the end. Again, it's a triple, so only 200% are gained by this player. That's why he is top 1 in the world in the March season in the Builder Hall. But the army that he's using, as I said, is mostly baby dragons with siege cards. Okay, and the last replay of this video, again, baby dragons with copter, and we are combining copter tanking and baby dragons tanking. But as copter can gain health back, we don't want to lose it in the first half of the attack. That's why when we are going to face the most damage from the air defenses, for example, like here, we want to send a baby dragon in front of the copter, so it soaks all the damage from the air defense or the air bombs, and this way we can protect our copter as long as possible. Now the ability is full, and we can use this ability to recover some health for the hero, but before that we need again to tank some damage from the air bombs, and that's why baby dragon on the left was sent in front of the copter, and also some more baby dragons on top. And here in this attack you see that the siege card is not being used, because there is not much place where this cannon can be used, because all corners were protected by long range defenses, and that's why the cannon was not very useful. But nevertheless, one baby dragon can be used here. And again, you see that the attacker is not using this baby dragon to make attack as long as possible, so hero can gain some health back. And here is something different. You see that we are not using baby dragons at all. First of all, because we don't have air hero, as far as I understand. Besides, again, there are not much defenses that can out-target the siege cards, and that's why if we use only siege cards here and we are careful enough, we can take down most of the defenses without getting any damage at all. And also our hero here is taking his ability full, and it can be used to do some chain lightnings and doing some extra damage. Nevertheless, you see how useful exactly in this replay the siege cards are. Basically, they took down all the base by themselves because of their long range. And probably you can think that it's so strange that the defender is making his base easier for the attacker, but actually the defenders are trying to make the life as hard as possible, and this is the quality of attacker that finds the weak weak places of the base and using them in his favor. So guys, this is my subscriber, my viewer that made it to top 1 in the world in the last season of the Builder Hour. I want to thank him for sharing these replays. I want to thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to write comments and subscribe to my channel. I'm planning to resume regular uploading of videos to this channel, so make sure to be subscribed, and I see you in the next video. It was Solomon. Bye.